Oh, hello. Oh.
Just watching you make coffee, mate.
Yeah, bit of a late start there. Good morning, everyone. You're okay to be on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
Nervous? Just do what you're doing. Oh, we're just gonna make coffee for a little bit, everyone. This is Ocean. I'm stealing sugar everywhere. Look at that, doing it around the wrong way. Just enjoy watching, everyone. Hello. Yeah, I know, I made a mess. I literally did what I shouldn't have done. I'm gonna quickly clean up my sugar because I don't like that being there at all. There we go. Yep, go for it. There we go, we're locked in. Okay, there's your iced latte. I can froth on this side if you pass me a milk as well.
You want some milk?
Yeah, if you think ahead, I can froth for you, and that'll help get ahead a bit. Use the steamer. No, pass me the milk jug for the order that you have. So if you give me a small flat white milk. So I'll froth this one, and then you can do that one, and then I'll just pass the jug down and you pour out. Does that make sense? Might want to, do you want to just change the angle a little bit, Ryan, so people can see what we're actually doing? Alright, so I can do that.
5:30 for tea. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
Something fell over in that fridge then.
Sorry?
I just knocked something over in that fridge. That's all right. Alright, so if you do the cap for there, you'll be good.
Flat white, 1 sugar. Flat white with 1 sugar.
Is that just a name, is it? A name, or is that?
Almond. Flat white almond.
Oh, yeah.
My
AL, yeah, okay. All right. Have you seen our language sheet?
Yeah.
This is where it helps to know our language.
So how do you write almond?
ALM.
Or
ALM, yeah. Because it could be al, like a name.
Oh.
And then we just think it'd be normal milk. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then you've got extra shots. So how you're writing, yeah, extra shots, and just those little things is where it gets a little tricky.
Medium cappuccino. So I can order to us all together.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's
so
cool.
we'll put this in order.
That's cool. Alright. So there's your almond. I'll do a quick, yeah.
Just a little.
Oi. Hey, whoa. Sorry, if you just joined us, welcome. Welcome to live here. Hey, look, sorry, but pumping out a few brews there. Yeah, this morning I'm going to hang out, make a few coffees, answer a few questions, and if you've got any, hey, pop them down below. Look forward to answering those for you. Ryan's going to read them out if I don't see them. But we've got Pyre, and we've got Ocean here as well on the bar. And, oh, look, there's Rory. There you go, Mac and a Coffee Tech. So we do a lot of servicing. We have another business as well called Mac and a Coffee Tech. So that's where Rory's from. Hey, beautiful sunny day here. This week's been absolutely crazy hot. It's like February. February's our hottest month. It seems to be like that all this week. 30s and 32s, and then we get these crazy thunderstorms that come through in the afternoon. So real weird. It gets really hot. Anyway, say hello to a few of you. G'day, Angel. Lovely to have you here, and Bill. You love just in Practical Jokers. I don't know who that is, but anyway. Anyway, so thanks very much for joining us, everyone. Hey, look forward to hanging out. I hope you're all getting ready to either finish school. That's what's happening here at the moment. A lot of kids are finishing up. I had all the kids' awards nights the last couple of nights, and they're on school holidays for us. Another week or so for the public schools. But hey, summer's here, the holidays are here. It's exciting times. I haven't even had a coffee yet today. Not one coffee. So that is an issue, a real issue. I'm going to have a batch brew. I'm going to grab a batchie. Have you had a coffee yet today?
I'm in a latte right now.
You're in a latte. Sorry. Grab that. Yeah, we bit of a change of plans today, Ryan. We were going to shoot something this morning. We were going to shoot an employment video, which will come out one stage when we do it. Yeah, a bit of fun. We had a bit of a funny idea we were going to do, so stay tuned for that when it comes out. Yeah, but if you're looking for a job, thanks to YouTube, thanks to social media, and just who we are and what we do, we're growing, and we really need a lot more people. And look, we're a regional area, so we need people to move to us. We're halfway between Brisbane and Sydney, so about 5-6 hours either way. But essentially, yeah, we need people that the industry want to learn, become involved in either the production of coffee, dispatching orders, helping us with online orders, account management, internal accounting and customer support, across all the different areas. And really that's the hold up for us being able to help grow even more. So we really need to fill a key few roles there to be able to have more people, yeah, or more coffee around the world basically. If we can't process more orders, we can't ship them, can't get them out there. So just be a bit of
unfortunately, we can't employ from overseas right now.
Yeah, and at the moment we can't employ from overseas at the moment. It's we've looked into it. Yeah, it's a bit challenging for sure. So some people, yeah, if you're in Australia, come and see us, pop us an email. We'll give you a call straight away. If you've got experience and you want to join us, look, we're really excited. We have a lot of cool stuff going on. We do have Jim, who's just joined us recently, who's going to compete through Brewers Cup and the World Championships of Coffee. So he's going to try and become a barista champion. So we're trying to do some really great stuff with awesome people. So, you know, if you want to, get that opportunity, come and see us. Happy to have you on board. Thoughts on Robusta coffee is the first question. Loai Milord, thank you for joining us. Hey, we don't use any Robusta at all. We've never used it. I've never actually roasted a Robusta bean in my life. Always stuck with Arabica. It's always been our, our value around coffee. I guess that's probably going to change because coffee's getting harder to get. The price of coffee is just going through the roof again. So what actually pushed that price high was the fact that all the Robusta got bought by some of the big companies, a whole lot in one big go. So I think it was Nestle. But so we're going to have to look at doing different things moving into the coming years. The price of coffee per kilo is very high, and that has to then go into the cafe. The cafe then has to recoup a margin to be able to make a cup of coffee. So the good old cup of coffee is going up. Interestingly, at one of the big chain groups last night, having a lovely burger. Anyway, a gentleman next to me got a coffee. It was a medium cappuccino. It was $6.10. So that puts it
For a chain coffee.
For a chain coffee. What are we? We are $5.50. So they're 60 cents more expensive for a big chain drive-through cup that is bulk. So specialty, yeah, that's crazy. So we will be putting our coffee prices up to help our cafe partners. That's going to happen this year, or start of next year, basically. This little cup of coffee, so much goes into it. The farmers, the growers, the importers, the people that have to roast the coffee, then it goes out to the cafe and all the way through. It's got to change all the way through, and so it's got to be reflective to help all those people stay sustainable, because if they're not sustainable, we're never going to have coffee to meet the demands that we want. So that is the coffee industry in a nutshell. So if you just joined us, hey, pop a question down below. Happy to answer that one for you. Beautiful sunny morning here in Coffs Harbour, New South Wales, Australia. Hey, yeah, what can we talk about today? What have we got?
We can talk about the coffee machine we're giving away.
Oh yeah, coffee. I need to have a cup. Let me have a sip. I need to wake up.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yes, we can. We've got a coffee machine that we're giving away, so we'll talk about that. If you're an Australian resident, you can enter that one. It's very easy to do. We might as well. Oh yeah, there's someone in the way of that one, so we won't go there just yet. But hot stuff at the moment. This tomorrow night, YouTube video going up is of the Lelite Bianca. Yeah, so we've been able to play with the Lelite and their range, the Mara X's and things like that. So yeah, really cool piece of kit. Definitely look at that video. It's definitely a machine you should look at if you're looking at that high-end dual boiler E61 style group machine. It's very cool, but give you my take on it, because I've always had a bit of an outside look at it. We've only just been able to get hold of it and play with it. So yeah, pretty impressed by that as a product. The Golden Sands is the product that we reviewed. That's limited edition at the moment in Australia. What machine do you got on deck? Commercially, we've got the PB, Marzocco PB there, Linea PB. That's what we try and run. It's definitely just a workhorse. A lot of people used to run Linea Classics, which is great. They still work there, but the PB really stepped up in terms of pressure control through a restrictor system that they put in place and the ability to control the flow of water by the press button. There was no longer time, it was pulses, you could adjust it very easy. So that's an amazing workhorse. It really did come in and replace the old classic that the Marzocco had. Look, a lot of people go to higher end models. You know, you can go to the KB90, you can go to the new GB5, you can go to the Stratas and all this other high end crazy stuff. They're just a lot more intricate, require more servicing, and then also have higher costs in regards to those as well. So from a cafe perspective, the PB is just a workhorse that we love and really enjoy making coffee on. So yeah. What time is it here? It is 8:21 in the morning. So yeah, I don't know where everyone else is around the world. Lulu, not sure where you are, but yeah, it's morning time, it's coffee time here for us. Nico, welcome. Hey, any tips for someone who has just started roasting? Cheers from Germany. Yeah, look, assessment. Understanding your curve, and you've got to start to assess coffee. So do time and temperature and start plotting that on your graph. I do have a really, the video I did with the bread maker and just showed you how to do that manually. I think there's a downloadable little chart that you can do, and I'll talk about how to do all that. So you've got to start to assess. So learn to assess. If you can do it manually, then you can try and look to do it digitally, which is have some sort of data probe attached to your roaster that will give you the curve. And without that assessment, you can't make any decisions. So you have to go to that process. Then you taste the coffee and you say, okay, first crack reached at 10 minutes, let's say. Does it taste good or bad? Well, now you've got to make decisions. Do I need to go longer or do I need to go shorter, depending on the taste? So if you've got dryness, you would bring it shorter, because the dryness as a baked taste means you're taking that coffee way too long. If it's really sour, tart, grassy, or a bit weird like that, you're too short. So you need to push that time out a little bit and then play. So roast, drink, repeat. Honestly, what's your personal favourite commercial machine? Love from Germany. Oh, look, definitely from a brand perspective, Marzocco, we love it. Yeah, I've worked on them for years. It's been our core product. I appreciate them. I went through the tour through the factory. I'm really attached to that as a brand and a product. Yeah, we've been really happy with them and the quality. So all of our coffee that we profiled is on Marzocco gear. So the taste that we give to our customers is based around their 9-bar pressure, how the pre-infusion works, and the whole system that Marzocco uses there. So yeah, that's my machine. I've had Marzocco's at home myself personally. Yeah, I don't have one at the moment, but yeah, playing with a few different machines. So hopefully that answers the question. Let's go and have a look at this over here, the Lelite, while we've got a bit of a secchi. So this is the Lelite Bianca here. This is a machine that you can win through ourselves and McDonald Jones Homes. So jump onto Instagram and look at McDonald Jones Homes. They're in New South Wales, and they're giving away 12 prizes for 12 days of Christmas promotion. So we are the final grand prize. You can win this machine with a William grinder as well, and a year's worth of coffee, and you get the coffee pack that comes with this as well. So that's fantastic. You get everything you need. So over $7,000 worth of gear. Now, to enter that draw, you do have to click on the link and sign up and make sure that you've got all your details registered there. But each day to win each prize, you have to then comment on that post. So it's a little bit extra work there, but there's 12 different prizes for you to go in the draw. So jump on that. We are up to day 8 or 9, I think, at the moment. I think it's either Sunday or Monday is the final days there. But yeah, you can win this. Looking forward to it.
Mate.
Friday. You can win this Friday. Friday 13th.
Today's the 10th. So
10th.
12 days of Christmas.
12 days of Christmas.
Friday, so they're giving away Friday.
Friday, there you go. We'll have to work out some sort of little thing there to celebrate giving this baby away. Anyway, could be you, could be anyone. Make sure you don't miss out. And yeah, you've got to enter in that. Anyway, the rules are on the McDonald Jones Homes socials page, so check that out. Good luck. Hope you can win it. All right, hello from Warsaw, Poland. Hello, all the best for you. Paolo, lovely to have you here. Thank you very much. So, yeah, what else is going on in the world of coffee at the moment? Well, look, definitely people are feeling the economy. There's no doubt there. A lot of people are still buying lots of accessories, lots of little gifting ideas going out the door for Christmas, and definitely in the entry-level coffee machine space and grinders. So yeah, that's definitely a key thing. I think people are gearing up because of that higher cost of coffee. It's going to happen in cafes. And look, that's fine. We appreciate that people can't always do coffee out. It used to be have 3 or 4 coffees in a cafe. Well, maybe people are having 1, maybe 2 in a cafe. They're having a cup that they make at home, and then they might have an instant a quick servo style coffee on the way through. That's definitely part of it. So people aren't reducing their consumption of coffee, they're just choosing where they're spending their money. So they might have a cup at home, more cost effective, $2 cup on the way through at a fast fill up at the servo, and then the $5-6 coffee at the cafes. So perhaps that might be something you consider for Christmas this year. Get yourself a coffee machine. There's some great opportunities there with either Rubinos, or you can start with a Breville. Maybe your mid-range Breville product would be a good way to go, under the $1,000 mark. If you want to get into a beautiful dual boiler like this, you're sitting around the $5,000 mark there, but there's so much packed in there when you look at other brands, so that's a good option for you. Or you could be looking at a Rocket or a Quick Mill, or if you want to go all out, get yourself a Marzocco Micra Mini or Crazy GS3 if you want to go all up there. So whole different range. Silver, hey, thanks Silver for joining us. Love your comment there. I became a better barista because of your YouTube videos. Hey, look, thanks. We do really appreciate that feedback and support. That's what it's about. For us, just sharing what we do every single day. We can keep encouraging the industry to grow and train people through the videos or the resources that we have to download. That's really what it's about. I think it's a big gap in our industry. You can go and train through a certified training, study place or something, get your certificates, but it's just the basic coffee that you're going to get told. You're not going to be really taught the art of coffee. So we're hoping to give that out best we can. Someone's taking a photo of me. Anyway, there you go. Hey, yeah, have you got anything you'd like to say, Ocean? Would you like to say something to the...
Good morning, my name is Ocean, I'm from France, and I've just arrived to this magical place to do some trainings on art latte and knowing better a little bit more about coffees and everything. And as a French person, we have a lot of things to learn. So welcome to this channel page. It's just amazing, so much things to learn.
What was coffee like back home? So before you left?
Oh, well, France, and
yeah.
I also feel like just Europe is fully only long black or espresso.
Yeah.
So yeah, coming in Australia was just like a big discovery about all the art latte and
yep.
it's pretty nice.
Okay.
I feel just like Australia had so much to learn to a lot of countries, so it's coming a little bit more in
yep.
France, but it's still
Okay.
we still have a lot of things to learn about. Yeah.
Where's home in France?
From the southwest of France, from Biarritz.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Cool.
it's a pretty fancy place.
Yeah.
We start to have a little bit of coffee shop, doing some art latte.
Yep.
But it's pretty new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think were you there when the Olympics or were you here when it was
No, I
on?
was already here.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I didn't know about I think Paris is still like a place where we have more people from all around the world coming and bringing some good skills.
Yep.
But yeah, we're good on wine. We need to learn a little bit more about coffee for sure. But yeah,
Yeah, cool.
it's a good place to learn.
Oh, awesome. It was many years ago I had a coffee there and I sat down. It was a beautiful cafe, but boy,
Yeah.
it was an expensive, terrible cappuccino.
Yeah, fully.
I was shocked.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
going back, it was 2003, I think we were there, and I reckon it was 20 Australian
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
So
it's
that's
good.
like $40, $45 now. So,
Makes me realize the like all the world around the coffee coming here.
yep.
It's fully. I just feel like I'm in a wine tasting, and it's fully the same thing than a wine tasting. So it's pretty interesting.
It is. It's funny.
Yeah.
We just don't have the prestige that
Yeah.
happens, unfortunately, in
Yeah.
this industry. Like, to be a sommelier in the wine industry or pay a lot for a bottle of wine, we can't seem to get that across into coffee.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
it's coming. It's coming slowly,
It is.
but it's coming for sure. Yeah.
Awesome.
Going back
And
to work.
what coffee do you drink? What do you enjoy?
Mocha.
Mocha.
I'm a big fan of mocha. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sugar girl.
We'll get
Well.
we'll get her off the sugar.
Bye.
Well, there you go. An insight into French coffee. Have you had a coffee in France or Paris? Were you there for the Olympics? Did you have a cup of coffee? Let us know what it was like. Was it better than my terrible coffee I had 20 years ago when I was
We've never
there?
had an insight into Czech coffee before, have we, hey?
Check.
Hey?
There's a no. There's a no. Not everyone wants to be on camera. Anyway, I think you just can't take yourself serious to be on camera these days. Cocha Bambino. I was born feet. Oh, gee whiz. I can't read that.
No. All right, next
careful what I
coffee
read.
question. Who's got a question for Luke?
Coffee question, come on. That's where you got to be careful about comments. Anyway, thank you for the fun. I appreciate it. You can read that comment. I'm not reading that one out loud. Oh, anyway, I digress. Cold brew. Look, it's hot. Cold brew pots are great at the moment. We definitely are enjoying brewing lots of cold coffee here. The quick, easy ways. Something like your brewers. They're a cold dripper. Or something like that. They're pretty cool. About $85 at the moment, so grab one of those. Or just the Hario Muzadashi pots. These are great as well. That's just something that we brew. Have you got that Muzadashi pot there in the fridge by any chance? These are easy, like under $30. You put water and coffee together. There you go, look at that. So simple. Just have water, have coffee. Oh, that's not going to stay there very well. And you've just got your little cap on the top, and it's just got a simple, fine sort of silk style filter in there. It just brews away. Brew it overnight. This was made up yesterday, wasn't it?
Yesterday.
Yeah, this should be ready to go, I reckon.
Yep.
What do you reckon?
Yesterday afternoon.
Okay. Pop in the fridge overnight, basically, and you've got cold brew coffee. Let's see if that's brewed up nicely. Let's have a little taste of that piece. Yeah. It's looking pretty good. Oh, it's tasty. It just the sediment needs to settle. It's been shaken up at the top a little bit. Yeah, that needs to come out, but that is fruity. That is beautiful, low acidity. That's what cold brewing gives you. So I'm just going to take that top off and remove that for sure. That is well brewed. Yeah, you can see that that's had a little bit of a shake up, and essentially it's got a bit cloudy there. I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up. the top section there is just a little bit cloudy. So yeah, maybe just learning to remove that at the right time, you'll get a better brew. That's tasty actually. You want to try some?
Yeah, I'll try some.
Yeah. It's amazing. Temperature and coffee changes the flavour dramatically. And this is what a lot of people need to play with. You know, back to that roasting comment before. Work what you need to play with to make a better coffee. So are you going to add more heat, less heat into roasting? But same with brewing. You know, cold water reacts different to hot water. How much volume in your recipe is. A lot of people ask us for recipes, but you know, we can give you some advice, but you still need to drink it and taste it and then play. One really cool thing that Jim's been teaching us about pour-overs and V60s is if you're getting a drier cup, reduce the temperature down. If you want to get a bit more sweetness, you can increase the temperatures on those lighter roasted coffees. So,
There's a good question there from Jack50N.
hey Jack, welcome back.
Yep. Morning, Luke and Tim. What French press options do you have? Funny that. There's a video coming out next week.
There is.
Not this week, next week.
Next week. There you go. Yeah, so French press, we haven't really talked about them much. I guess we just kept moving forward with the new stuff and we forget about looking at some of the old stuff. So Jimmy's had a really good play with this French press. And he's got some recipes to go to help you out with them. It's a little bit different, this one. Cool. This is the Espro. So typically, yeah, you've got your glass canister, which you can pop in all of your coffee and water in there, whatever recipe you like, but we've got that for a download. But this one has a very unique filter system in it. So you can see that there's a double sort of, I don't know what these filters are called, but I'm going to call them a fine gauze silk kind of feel, mesh anyway. So double filters there essentially, and this is a double seal. So you can see there. So it definitely, when you put it together and you're going to plunge that down, it keeps the coffee and the water separate. And it leaves about 100 ml, I think, of water in there and separate. So when you do pour out, you get all of the liquid out, but it locks it all in here and keeps it in. So it's really, really different. Anyway, Espros, they're pretty cool. Dual filter French press. Like that. So yeah, that much basically stays in water and you end up with your brewed coffee in the top. How much are they? I don't know what they're worth.
I'm going to say $60, I think, off the top of my head.
60-ish. Let's do 60-ish. How much? 45. 45. What a bargain. There you go. $45 on sale. Yeah.
Grinder recommendations for a Linea Micra.
Yeah. Okay. Linea Micra.
Well, the Pico's a good option. Otherwise,
yeah, the Pico. We've done a lot of playing with the Pico for sure. It matches. It looks pretty. The buttons all kind of look like a nice set. Definitely way to go. $14.99 in Australia. The Pico. Got your hopper on the top there. We're really impressed with the Pico, to be honest. It didn't have to change the grind much.
if you could choose, like if you had a Micra and you could choose any grinder to go with the Micra, what would you put beside it?
Domestic or commercial?
Just domestic.
Domestic. I do like the Perenzato all
The
round.
all-round.
Yeah, it's what I use. I do enjoy that as a grinder. I like the flexibility out of it. That's my choice personally. Weight based. I can go to filter. I can go to mocha pots, or I can go down to espresso. It's easy to clean. All round, it's a very great platform to use. Is it the best grinder? Well, no. There's other grinders that are better, but great burst sets. Yeah, all round, it's a really good package.
Good budget option. DF.
Good budget option. Yeah, the DF, can't go
DF
past the
54.
DF. Like, we just can't keep up with DFs. 54s really, to be honest at the moment. Probably the biggest selling grinder in Australia at the moment would be the DF54. We've got them in white and black. Not other people have them in white, so if you're in Australia, we can source that for you in the white. As much as we say we have them in stock, we are literally selling like multiples every single day and trying to keep them in and trying to keep up on top of the orders. So yeah, thank you for the support. Great little product, awesome grinder. That video's gone up, hasn't it? The DF video?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a video.
Because we did the 54 and the 64.
Yeah, 54 and 64. Yeah, the Turin's there. Hey, thanks for everyone just giving us the confirmation of what the burrs were there. Carbon coated 64mm burrs in the Australian option on the Turin 64 there. So they're great too. $8.49 at the moment. Great little price point there. I'm just going to read questions before I read them out loud. Ooh. Nico, I have a question. Is it normal that my espresso shot tastes like alcohol? No, it's not. No, it shouldn't be that high in the vaporous kind of flavours like alcohol. If you're talking straight vodkas, things like that, no, it shouldn't. That's a chemical. If it's a chemical taste, it's something on either the roast or how you're brewing. You're either pushing it really, really hard and getting a lot of the oils out and something's going wrong. But no, it shouldn't be like alcohol at all.
That's the thumbnail that they need to look for.
Oh yeah. There you go, that's the video there on the Turin. If you wanted to screenshot that, you can, that'll take you straight to the video. I'll hold that up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Anyway, on YouTube, check out the 54s and the 64 there. Great little grinders, you know. The ability to change and adapt with the market in that space has been fantastic. So, conical or flat burr grinders. Look, if you're after speed and just want to pump out coffees at a reasonable price, you go a conical grinder. What's happened more in the higher end on the conical is they're changing the conical tapering to have a very nice finish on them, and that's what you're seeing in something like your Pico or the new Swan grinder from Marzocco. So the manufacturers that had conical have realised that they can change the burr angles and maybe start with conical and finish with flat burr. So that kind of concept is definitely cool and interesting to know, because typically conical is quite a more body style, rougher, variable grind particle size. And then when you go to flat burr, it's bringing out more acidity and finer flavours and be a bit more consistent in its grind particle size. So, but it takes longer to do that. So what we're trying to do is have a balance. And it looks like the manufacturers are trying to go conical, be fast still, because you might have got, let's say, 22 grams in about 4 seconds in a conical burr grinder, but in a flat burr, that would be like 9 or 10 seconds. So from a cafe perspective, we're trying to be fast and quick, but have quality. So we would look at those two options and say, well, if people just want to be quick and fast, you can go conical grinder. If you want quality, you go flat burr. So there you go. Hopefully that answers that.
Did you answer the alcohol question?
I did. Yeah, a bit weird. Very, very weird. Yeah, any other questions? What have we got? What else could we talk about?
We talked about this month's single origin.
Yeah, we talked about this month's single origin. Burundi. We've got a Christmas fruitcake coffee at the moment as well.
Yeah.
If you're coming by, we'll be open over that Christmas period. So the 5 days of Christmas Eve, we're going to close at about lunchtime, and then we'll be back open on the 30th. Oh, here's a superstar. Look at this. Hey. Hey.
Look out.
Hey, Jimmy.
Look at this superstar. Hey. Funny. I got a funny question to pose to Jimmy. So Jimmy.
You told them the story about yesterday?
No, this is it. This is
This
it.
is the story?
This is the moment here.
This is the moment.
This is
We
the
told
moment.
The story about what happened yesterday.
We can, yeah. So this is where Jimmy feels really, really good, and I'm so glad that this happens. Now, there's two different perspectives for everything, obviously. So when people come in and see us, it's great. Thank you. Please come and join us. Happy to spend time with you. Yesterday, Jimmy, you know, someone came in to see
a
you.
lovely young couple that come in. They
Yeah.
run their own YouTube channel, and one of the staff came and got me and said, "There's a nice couple here that want to meet you." And I came out here. Luke followed because we're people in the bar. I had no idea who Luke was. I did not want to talk to Luke at all.
Oh, it's funny, isn't it?
Hey, right, yeah. Luke hovered around.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, well, Ryan came and took a photo with them, and and they were very excited to see me,
They were.
and not that excited to see you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny. Anyway, so you know what?
That
I
happens.
love that I can inspire
Just
people
empowering-
like Jimmy and
empowering
empower
baristas
and provide him a
stuff.
platform to connect with certain people. Yeah, look, it's interesting. That's the content, I guess, that barista coffee making content that you're into.
Yeah, I reckon they were home people, they had a Breville home machine, don't work in coffee, they're actually travelling around Australia making content.
Yeah, right.
He's actually a doctor.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so he was doing 8 months of travelling around Australia, shooting content for their own channels, and so I reckon he's just watched how to spin milk, watched me, do all the basic
The coffee menu stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Till he's ready to buy a new machine, and then
He'll realise.
find you. He'll be like, oh, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. So anyway, I'm glad that we have different audiences, and that's probably what's cool about our platform. We do cover a lot of different stuff. We don't just cover, latte art or home brewing. We've got obviously cafe support, machine equipment reviews, and servicing and things like that, tips as well. So yeah, different side of the business. I'm glad that we've got a cool kid on the block here. Hipster barista Jimmy.
Got to have a hipster.
Yeah, you got the tats and everything, mate.
Got the tats.
So
I'll have to bring Bo into the mix soon.
yeah.
When's Luke going to get a tat?
Yeah. What's Luke's first tattoo going to be?
I love.
I've got a mate with a tattoo gun. I could do it.
Jimmy.
It could be my first tattoo on you.
All
On
right.
your face.
On my face. Can I get like a custom here?
A little coffee cup, little teardrop coffee, a little drop falling into a cup on your face.
Oh, how many tattoos have you done yourself?
Did you jump off the jetty this morning?
No, we didn't, because the weather was terrible.
Okay.
We didn't get.
I haven't heard the plan of this video, but it sounds like another one of your wacky content ideas.
We're trying to get people to come to Coffs Harbour
Okay.
to enjoy a beautiful lifestyle.
Okay.
Have you got a video you want to do to promote people to come to Coffs Harbour to work in our lovely business?
To work in here.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't know if I'd be signing up for jumping off the jetty, but
Don't give away our video just yet, Jimmy.
this is the secret insight.
Secret. Shh.
You've got to watch the lives to
Secret
get
squirrels.
the insight.
You do. Yeah. Any thoughts on that? Any people? What's it like to work here, Jimmy? What's it like to live in Coffs Harbour?
It's definitely great living in Coffs Harbour. If we're trying to attract people to the area, it's definitely a great place to live. As far as just, I don't know, whether you're raising a family, I think that's probably its strongest point is the family side of things.
Yep.
But there's a lot more younger people staying in the area, I think. Some really cool venues and things happening. Nightlife, it's happening again a bit more and stuff. Places like Jetty Pavilion,
Yep.
Pav opening up.
Yeah, nice.
Some new drinking holes for the younger crew. But no, it's good working here.
What are the waves like in the area, Jimmy?
The waves.
Yeah.
Surfing's good. Surfing's great on the coast.
Yeah.
When we were talking to someone just recently, mate, just they're looking to move in the area, and as soon as you know they're a surfer, you kind of know that that's a good hook.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
With all the different beaches and all the different surf breaks all over the coast, not far from Crescent, not far from, heaps of good point breaks and surf breaks
Yeah.
for sure.
Good football league as well, Yeah, it's run well. Head of North Coast football just turned up, so, it's good. Good for the kids anyway. It is a strong league, I must admit. It's good for kids. But yeah, anyway, opportunities. Go to the website, check the jobs page.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not going to sponsor people from overseas and visas, so please. Get lots of those emails, but they're just not the right fit for us at the moment. It's really hard. So yeah. Any other questions there? No. I reckon this might be a short and sweet one.
Yep.
Hey, short and sweet, wrap it up. Anything else you want to say?
Merry Christmas.
It's early, the year's not there yet. 14 days left to
Yeah.
do what you're going to do.
Busy couple of weeks. Everyone thinks we're closed for a long time for some reason, but we're not.
No, we're closed 5 days.
Yeah.
We've covered that. Yeah.
So customers are all sorted on orders. I think this time of year we learned that their coffee suppliers actually shut for like a really long time, makes it really hard for their cafes. So we do actually kind of encourage people to look at that when it comes to who their suppliers are and what they, whether they're getting that support over Christmas. We'll still be available and technicians available, and we only actually miss 1 week's roast.
Yep.
So, customers will do 2 orders next week, and that'll be the only double coffee order they really need to do. So we're not asking customers. I know some people are freezing coffee to get over the Christmas hump.
Wow, you got to
Which
have
sucks.
a big freezer to be able to
Yeah.
deal with that. Yeah.
Freezing 100 kilos of coffee just because their roaster decides to have a big holiday.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, it's definitely one to consider at this time of year. Who your support is. So, but yeah.
Got another question there, Luke.
Sure.
They probably can't hear me, but grind by weight, worth the leap in cost, or keep it simple, grind by time?
Yeah, good question. I think the grind by weight market is going to change a lot in the coming years. There's obviously new grinders that are out there. It's definitely easier to work with. It's a great outcome. I'm pretty happy with that kind of technology. I think it's if you can afford it, it's a way to go. Grind by time is still entry point. Price is very easy. So it's really about price. I think by mid to late next year, we'll have a whole range of weight-based grinders out in the market, and time will just sort of move out of that sphere a little bit, mainly because of the history. We used to have the doser style grinders, which were just a volume. They're out the window now. We don't use those. I haven't touched one of those for probably 10 or more years.
Yeah, I had to play one first time in a long time the other day, and it was brought back memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a totally different concept of making coffee now.
Yeah.
Knowing what we know.
It used to be cool though. It used to be like flick, 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 flick.
Oh yeah, had
Scoop it off in the top.
Had the whole flare going on.
Yeah. Maybe we need to get back to that. Maybe we need to get back in the flare barista.
I mean, to be fair, if you spend enough time, like you could make some great tasting coffee.
Yeah.
I can make great coffee.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not that they can't work well. It's just that as soon as someone else jumped on the machine, if you went for your break, the next half an hour of coffee was terrible. So inconsistencies. Yep. I think the other thing is, you can still do weight without having to spend the extra on the machine. We're using from SP2s, we've got scales and dosing pots, we're still doing weight.
Yep.
But the jump to these $6,500 E80s that's what people are worried about.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know that expense is quite worth it for most people yet. But you don't have to do that. We have like weight-based setups for all of our accounts now. Even if they're a 5 kilo account, they'll still have scales on the bench and a dosing pot, and they'll still go to weight.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be a costly thing to have a weight-based process. You can do it scales on the bench and dosing pot. You can set up scales on the grinder. You can weigh handles if you like to do it that way. But yeah, it doesn't have to be a costly thing, and it can be done for sure.
Yeah. Easy. All right, well, no other questions? Is that it?
That's it.
Why do Aussies make coffee the best in the world? Hey, you missed that question. Because we're passionate. We love to have fun. We love to push the boundaries a little bit. We're a country that's pretty small. We love to experiment, and we can manoeuvre quickly as well. So I think that's the key part. Coffee for us isn't just part of a year. It's morning, lunch, dinner, summer, winter. It's just coffee. Yeah, coffee culture. It's come from the Italians back in the many early days. I guess in Melbourne and Sydney, the migration, that's where it all started. So it's from there, but we've just jumped on and made it cool.
Yeah, I think it just suits the Australian lifestyle, and that just adds competition. More cafes constantly opening. The need. Cafes have been a great, business for people to get into, and hospitality just in general is a really popular kind of space to be in for people to own a business, and that just adds competition, and you just got to get better. You just got to be better than the next shop, improve.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have, taken to that, and taken to the specialty side of things, and just wanted to be better every time.
Yeah.
So, I think it's healthy competition for sure.
It is. There you go. Well,
Nice.
thanks very much, everyone. Appreciate you. Hey, we'll see you next week. Oh, gee, next week I'm roasting a lot next week. I don't know. Maybe you can go live next week, Jimmy. You know, maybe you can have your audience versus my audience. And see how that goes.
You've got 13. I'll get it. Oh no, 13 likes. Yeah. No.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
maybe 2 people.
It goes up and down. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see it, but
See if
depends
I
on
can
the
get a few
timing.
more.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks
right.
very much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed hanging out in the bar and seeing Jimmy. You know, the superstar. I love it.
We saw a spike in the numbers there.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll catch you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.